Hey everyone, Kevin with Real Street Performance here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to transform your factory K-Series engine to something like this. Here I have a few products from K-Tune that I'm going to be installing onto this engine. We have things like the electric water pump, thermostat, post mount, upper coolant housing, oil cap, dipstick, tensioner cover. We have a header to put on. We have the K-Tune vented valve cover and fuel rail. I will be leaving a list down below in the description with all the part numbers for everything I'll be using in this video, so you guys can go check it out if you're interested in any of these products. But let's get to it. Let's transform this bad boy. This is completely factory, has stock water pump, thermostat. I'm gonna get rid of all the stuff. It's really gonna clean up the engine a lot. And this is one of the first things I like to do when I swap out all the old factory stuff and change it with some new hardware. Here we'll start with the K-Tune valve cover. This is a vented valve cover and it allows you to run a catch can several different ways. Top of the valve cover, bottom of the valve cover, as well as the side of the cover where the vent would be on your OEM cover. You utilize the factory O-rings and seals from your original valve cover. If you're not running a catch can, you can run these plugs that K-Tune provides you with. Really nice. They have O-rings, so they seal really well. The color on this valve cover is a wrinkle black. There's also a wrinkle red for those who want to have a red color, and a raw version for you to just send it to get powder coated or painted. Here we have the K-Tune oil cap in black. Comes with little stickers. You can choose which design you want. This is super easy to do. Just tighten up the oil cap and place your sticker. We go ahead and insert our dipstick. This is the newer version, so I'll show you later in this video what it features. Next up is the K-Tune coil pack cover. This includes hardware for your coil packs and the coil pack cover itself. There's an option to run a billet logo from K-Tune, which is really nice on the corner. This next one's really easy to do. It's just 3 bolts. This is the K-Tune K-Series post mount bracket. It's available in a K20 and a K24 option, and they're pretty much based off of the CRV bracket. This next mod is a must. This is the tensioner cover. As you know, the factory one uses a O-ring and it uses Honda bond, which could get messy. So if you're constantly maintaining it, the K-Tune one makes life easy. It has a better O-ring design and it's cleaner. It's billet aluminum. It's gonna be nice and shiny, gonna give you a clean look and easy on and off. No more dealing with Honda bond or sealant to seal everything in place. K-Tune offers a really nice thermostat that includes a fully adjustable 360-degree rotation on the ports for your radiator. It also has 2 extra ports for your sending unit, for your radiator fans, and the coolant temp sensor. This is ultimately going to clean up your cooling system on your car. You can choose to run -16 AN lines or regular hose end for your type of radiator. It's a pretty neat setup because you're still able to run a OEM style thermostat. We're gonna swap out the OEM intake manifold gasket with a K-Tune thermal intake manifold gasket. Touching back on the dipstick, K-Tune now offers a retention kit to hold down your dipstick in place on higher horsepower applications. We installed a K-Tune thermostat. Another option that K-Tune offers is a electric water pump setup. It's basically a water plate kit replacing your OEM water pump and using an electric water pump instead, which in this case, the pump flows up to 20 gallons per minute. Instead of being belt driven, it's electric, which can be a huge pro for you if you're at the racetrack and you're trying to let your car cool down, your car is off, you can switch on the water pump and it'll flow water through your engine as you're trying to let the car cool down. There's a lot of flexibility with this setup. You can remote mount your water pump or you can mount it on the engine block using the K-Tune bracket. Keep in mind that if you're going to use this kit, you're going to want to get a B or D series alternator for this setup. If you're upgrading your cooling system or planning to, I highly recommend this part. It basically allows you to have more space, more flexibility. It's going to create a lot better clearance. Let's say if you're turbo. It's also gonna make bleeding your cooling system a lot easier because the filler neck is at the highest point of the engine. This setup is perfect if you're going to use the K-Tune thermostat or the electric water pump setup, so it works hand in hand with each other, whichever setup you go with. And to dress up this beautiful engine, I'm adding in a K-Tune big tube header, skunk tooth center feed manifold, 90mm throttle body, and a K-Tune fuel rail, and that will complete the setup for this video. These components were really easy to set up and makes a huge difference on the appearance of the engine, but also helps out a lot. All of these parts used here can be found on our website, realstreetperformance.com, or you can go down in the description. There's links down below for each of the components that I have here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one.